Hi children, welcome back. I'm Grandma RilRae, and I'd like to share another story of Yellow Dog, Hero Dog. This is Yellow Dog 3, The Misguided River. The morning sun rose right on time to vanish sparkly dew. Red Rooster ooed his cock-a-doodle-doo. The farmer fed his animals in coop, pasture, and barn, and watered all of them 2 times around to prevent harm from thirst, the greatest threat that could endanger his critters, since he couldn't always find good livestock babysitters. He grew almost all of the food he'd ever need for family and friends of feather or 4 feet. And the next day neighbor, who grew far too much fodder, would always trade for apples to fill his larder. Other things the farmer would need might mean a trip to town to clothe and shod and old friends meet and give a tooth a crown. One day he waved from his truck as if the animals cared, and like they would miss his presence from this land that they shared. It was cool enough for lambs to play and young foals gambol until the sun beat fiercely down and none even ambled. The hay truck rumbled around to the back door of the loft, and hay bales thumped onto the floor in a manner not soft. Horses, cows, llamas, sheep woke from morning nap slumbers. Neighs, moos, spits, and baws said, "Sounds like thunder." The old bull said, "This must be a new guy, or otherwise why would he not use the brand new driveway that is smooth and dry?" Then shortly after they heard the last thud, the truck engine roared as wheels spun in mud. But the truck finally left and all settled down, till old Bull bellowed, "Are we all going to drown? Are all of the stalls flooding? Are the floors all wet?" And the neighs and moos clearly said all were upset. "I can only jump fences and unlock the outside gates," said the horse, shaking his head in wonder over their fate. "Let's all bellow and whinny as loud as can be. Maybe someone will hear and solve this mystery." So horse whinnied, and they all bellowed, every last cow, and cat in the rafters only yawned and meowed. "Can't you do something useful?" those down below complained. Cat only licked his paws and looked down in disdain. He sauntered off slowly with an air of serenity, but out of their sight he seemed overcome with insanity. Cat screamed in alarm to surely shiver your spine, till he found Yellow Dog asleep under the pine. They quickly returned, and Yellow Dog splashed around and then discovered where water gushed from the ground. "Don't worry, I'll hurry." Yellow Dog began to scurry. He flew from stall to stall in explosive yellow flurry, and tripped every latch on every last stall, till all were rescued, thin, fat, short, and tall. They moved into the pasture and sighed as they grazed. "I thought you were all dying, you sounded so crazed," said Yellow Dog, wandering back to continue his nap. But before he could snore, he suddenly woke with a snap. Many new voices squeaked and squawked, quacked and brayed. "Can't you help, please? We too need to be saved." Despite the chatter, Yellow Dog learned what was the matter. "Our troughs are automatic," they explained. "There is no water." So Yellow Dog bounded again to the back of the barn. "Okay, I know what to do to avoid further alarm. I can dig, and horse can paw, and we'll make water follow a line down the hill where all of you can reach the hollow. So Yellow Dog dug a ditch with the horse's assistance. Water soon quickly followed the line of least resistance, past the group previously rescued, now calm and tranquil, to thirsty ones below, still crying and shrieking most shrill. From the driveway, the farmer saw the occupied pasture and was thinking to himself that it made a fine picture. Then his brains unscrambled as he realized things not right. "I'll unload later. You and baby get out of the night," he said, wondering what had happened to his operation. His animals were out. What completed the equation? He traced the new river up to its source. Seeing the deep truck treads, he thought, "Of course." He called the hay dealer and asked the reason and the why. The hay man said the concrete didn't look seasoned and dry. The farmer said much later, "I have come to understand. When it comes to disasters, my animals work magic to rescue themselves better than I could and faster." Thank you again for joining me and Yellow Dog. Come back again sometime to hear about Yellow Dog 4, the Owl and the Mice.